And Vernie and Kelle join us right now. Esther, unfortunately, not well, can't be with us. What's wrong with the girl, then?
The show, we've got a show later on tonight and the voice is kind of going as it is, so but it was better for her to rest.
Isn't that this sort of, I was going to say eternal problem, that's not meant to be a problem, but a constant problem when you're on tour? You're always worried about your voice going, aren't you?
Yeah, you do.
And I think you work quite hard, don't you? Because you sort of, your routines are very energetic.
Yeah, just a bit. You have to really try and combine, you know, vocals with also a good dance routine, and that can be difficult sometimes.
So if you've got a new tour coming up, and this one started
You're well underway now.
Yeah, that's right. Do you have to actually sort of get fit for it, like you know, like a marathon runner getting fit for a big event?
Yeah,
Supposed to.
yeah. I mean, I trained really hard. I worked coming up to the tour. I worked for about 3 weeks training. And you still have to keep it up during the tour.
When you train, you mean gymnasium stuff? Really?
Yeah, I like run 2 miles a day and do my sit-ups and everything.
Oh, that's taking it seriously.
Oh yes, oh yeah. Yeah, I have a good personal trainer who helps out a lot, so it helps.
The thing is, after this tour finishes, which is what, quite soon in Dublin, right?
Well, it kind of goes on to Japan.
Well, I was going to say then, you start on a new one,
Yeah.
off to Japan,
to Japan.
and then the States.
Yeah.
Well,
Quite
then we go to
exhausting.
Southeast Asia and Australia, and then the States. It's kind of a long one.
Yeah.
A long trip.
Are you well known in Japan?
Yeah, it is getting pretty big out there.
Yeah,
And what about the States?
States,
You've had a sort of mini hit there, haven't you?
Yeah, first single did really well for us off the first album, but we're planning to go over there for a good 6 months with the new album and really kick it in.
But I hear you're very big in the Vatican.
It's true, isn't it?
It's true. You were in town and you did a concert in the Vatican City, isn't that
We
right?
did too.
Yeah, we were invited to perform with the Pope at the Vatican. Like, he has like once a year he has a Christmas concert that goes on in aid of charity, and we were invited and we went down and we met him. It was fantastic.
Well, you say you were invited, and the Pope heard you were in town and said, "Get Eternal in."
Because he always
Not
watches
quite.
Top of the Popes, doesn't he?
Oh, that's bad.
Appalling, isn't it?
So you got the call.
Yeah, we got the call. We were like,
Must have been surprised.
we were hugely surprised. Our management company were like, who? The Pope? Yeah, I mean, it was great. And we went over and Gloria Gaynor, she was there too, and Enya and different artists. It was good fun.
So you do a big concert for charity. Did you meet the Pope himself?
Yeah, everybody gets to meet the Pope in a formal meeting beforehand, and it goes out on the news that night. It's really, really formal.
What did he say?
He said, "Oh, hi, how you doing? Merry Christmas, and thank you very much for performing." We were like, "Oh, you know."
What did the people of Vernie think of your dress and stuff, you know? I mean, because you're quite raunchy these days, aren't you?
I don't think they were too worried. I mean, I think they were probably looking on the Always and Forever outfits, actually. No, we were quite safe. We did actually make an effort to dress a little bit more formal
Oh, did
for this
you?
occasion, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was a row of
Yeah.
Cardinals. as
cardinals in
Yes,
the
there was.
front.
Yes,
Is that
there
right? It really was.
Yes, there was.
Really rigid. It's funny.
Now, last time you were on, you had Louise with you, of course.
Yeah.
And she's gone now. I mean, you've obviously gone from success to success, but was it a shock when she decided to go in the first place?
Big loss, yeah, very disappointing, but everyone needs to move on in life for themselves, so we're kind of, it's a twist, we're kind of happy because she's happy, she's doing what she wants to do and she's successful and we're pleased and we're still successful, so life does go on.
Some
You were
people
particularly close, weren't you, Kelle, to her?
Yeah, very. We went to school together, grew up from the age of 11 being together, so it's really strange missing a friend. You know, you've been together for so long and then all of a sudden she's not there, so it's difficult, but you know.
Were you
get on with
remotely
it.
tempted to sort of leave with her and become a duo or anything?
I mean, I think as a friendship basis, yeah, because, you know, you want to go where your friends are and where you're comfortable. But at the end of the day, I've got 2 friends in Eternal too, so, you know, and she's happy and that's a decision that she made and I had to respect that.
Some people got the wrong impression at one point. They thought the white girl's being kicked out of the group.
I hate hearing
It
that.
was horrible. It was really horrible. At the end of the day, we're friends, and it was really hard for us to be separated. So then when people came along and tried to make it even worse than it was difficult for us. People don't realise there's actual friendship involved as well.
In fact, I can imagine a lot of people think in an all-girl group there's an awful lot of cattiness going on. Because it's something that people easily make, you know, they just easily think that that a group of women together are going to sort of always be scratching each other's eyes out.
I think if you're talented and you've got different talents as well, you kind of lean on each other. I think if you're all doing exactly the same thing, you're all lead singers, then you've got a problem. But we kind of lean on each other for different talents, and that's what keeps us as a team together.
And anyway, you're straight in the charts with this new one.
Yeah.
Number what, 8 is it?
8.
Yeah.
And you're on top
straight
of the pops this week?
Yes, we
yeah,
are.
and
Wonderful.
Wembley this week on Sunday.
Sunday.
So
God,
that'll
it's
be
all
good
buzzing
fun.
for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we're coming to the end of the programme. We do wish you well.
Thank you.
And give our love to Esther. Hope she feels better soon.
Thank you very much.
And have a great time in Japan and top of the pops in the States. God,
All
it's
the
all
rest of
happening.
it.